To more unfortunate news, 3 people have died while mining gold at Nango area in Bondo, Siaya County. Confirming the incident, Siaya County Police Commander Francis Kohli said the 3, including a university graduate, died after the wall of the mining shaft collapsed. Our reporter Kevin Ogutu is on the ground and ready to give us an update. Kevin, what exactly happened?
Well, a very good afternoon, Ashley Mazuri, and this is a period of mourning at this particular home, at the home of Titus Adera, who is the father to Titus Arua, who is the father to Nicholas Adera, who is one of the deceased. Nicholas was a Form 4 student at a nearby secondary school, and he's part of the statistics, the 3 that died when the walls of the shaft collapsed last night at a place called Nango, a few meters from this particular home. So that brings a total of 3 who have lost their lives, and this particular morning there have been a heightened a check on the situation of the various mines in this particular part of Siaya County. We are in the Bondo sub-county, and locally here people are talking about the Mbuya market. But apart from that, and maybe a bit of a detail about the geographical location, I have here one of the cousins of the deceased, that is Nicholas Adera Arua, who was among the 3 who passed on last night. So welcome to KTN News. It's a very difficult time for you as a family, and of course maybe let's just start by tracing the very last moments of the late Nicholas. How is he related to you? You mentioned to me that he's one of your cousin.
Yes. So Nicholas is one of my cousin. Yeah, that is how I know Nicholas. He has been a good friend to us. So someone who is very social, and he's ever funny. So we always love him. So at this particular moment, we are really depressed, and we are mourning Nicholas Adera Arua.
He was a Form 4 student, and he was supposed to be in school. Maybe you could explain to us the circumstances that made him to be at home at this particular time.
Yes, we as the relatives, we did take an initiative to find why he was outside the school, and we made a visit to the school, and we met the principal, who is Mr. Miara. We are a mixed secondary school, and the information that we got from the principal is that Nicholas Adera Arua asked for the permission simply because he was not feeling well, and he wanted to go and seek medication. Yes, that's why he was out of the school.
Of course, we understand that it's a very unfortunate incident, but maybe it was being in the mines at night. I don't know whether that's normally the tradition around here. What do you have to say about that?
We don't know why he was out, because we have just asked the mother, and the mother said that with her, she knew that the deceased was sleeping, so it was quite unfortunate to hear that he was one of the people who died when the pit collapsed. Okay. So it was a story that was not pleasant to our ears anyway. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Milton. And the way he's putting it, I talked to the father minutes back, and though right now he's not very stable enough to be engaged, and of course I found it wise to just let him have a rest. But he mentioned to me that every other person, every other member of this particular family knew that the late was actually asleep in one of the houses here. But as unfortunate as it has turned out, he probably decided to take that time off and go and participate and get involved in the mining activity, which is one of the really most dependent upon economic activities in this part of Siaya County. So as it stands right now, the county commander of the police county commander of Siaya has mentioned that the bodies are at the mortuary at the Bondo sub-county hospital awaiting post-mortem, and then after that we'll get to know the way forward. But as it stands right now, this particular home and the 3 other homes are in mourning following the tragic death of the 3. Back to you in studio.
Thank you very much, Kevin Ugutu, for that. Of course, as we had mentioned earlier, quite unfortunate. Our prayers are with the family during this difficult time. To the